Yeah? So this is the case management report. Yeah? And that's from when I realized Mr. Fenton was an idiot. Yeah? And when we meet, it was brought home to me. He was a total idiot. And that's when Mr. Fenton tell me, I asked him, did you see my file? And he indicated it's that thick. And that's when he told me he know. He offered me 1 to 2,000 and said, I cannot deal with the employment tribunal because of stress. Yeah? And to tie in with this, here it is, emotional well-being. At present, I'd prefer not to be requested to go over to Penfold Street residential home because of personal reasons. I have communicated the reasons verbally to my colleagues from last week, but no one seemed to have taken this on board. Therefore, I'd appreciate if my circumstances can be taken into considerations until I'm able to deal with these issues that are affecting me. Thanks, Merville Myers. Yeah? So they're using my file. They have not had access to my file. And they're using my file to do all that they're doing to me. If I'm doing a live on YouTube, somebody is there 24/7. June O'Sullivan was a former mental health nurse, and that's all I'm going to say. Yeah? So this is acceptance of the ET, and that's when I realized that whoever prepared this form, there it is in red, whoever prepared it don't have a clue. Yeah? There it is. Yeah? Here's another. Yeah, that's the amendment to my witness statement when they made allegations. So there it is. I don't accept anything that they think when I put something in writing, they misconstrued and misrepresent, and then like the interview with the police, you cannot change anything. So that's why the police is getting in touch with me. And every time they contact me, I address each line. Yeah? Here is the one from John Fenton, 26th of May 2016. So that's to do with the case management. Whether they're accepting that the claimant was disabled. Yeah? And the way they bungled up the employment tribunal. So this is when I seek advice. Because the first time I represented myself, I didn't have a clue. I got to the employment tribunal. They returned the bundle. Yeah? So this was, I'll do a podcast about this. Yeah? This was when something was cancelled. And that's why Bar Standards Board can take over a year. Solicitors Regulation can tell me that my employers can use my disability against me. Judge Parfit can accept that, yes, Samantha Jones was doing her job, so she's going to get a murderer off a charge. It's acceptable. Like how the abusers in the reviews online can skip and jump, and some of them can go on to work in other nurseries. Yeah? Once they jump ship, that's it. Yeah? This is from Chris Pascal and Tony Bertram. It was lovely to meet you too, Marvelly, and see your enthusiasm for your work. And it's never too late to go for the St. Teacher Certificate. Warmest, Chris and Tony. That was, I meet them the 19th of September 2015 at Leave Big Child Care Conversation. That's when June O'Sullivan claimed she did not recognize me. I'm all over social media at the time. I was an influencer. So this was written to acknowledge that we've met and we've spoken, and what my intention was to train for my certificate. And by the 22nd, Dilly Sipton was sending me LinkedIn requests The same date I was invited to Central Office for Neil King to harass, bully, and intimidate me into writing a resignation, like what was done to Karen Walker and others. Yeah? Dilisi Plan claims she didn't remember. She don't remember anything about it. I've since had my LinkedIn refuse me access to my account. So everything that my intellectual property, who is using it? I'm going to wrap up now. So these are some of the names involved in the allegation. Yeah? Of note is Jyoti Bahajwaj, Deputy Manager BIB, because she wrote the review is written under Jyoti Sharma. Yeah? And I'll end now. I was on Sky News. I was in this book because I done LSA training. I wrote open letter to David Cameron. I was put in contact with Department for Education. I done LSA training. I was advised to do volunteering so I could do teacher training. Didn't happen. As a result of me being on that page on this statistics, 1 in 5 of all suicides are associated with unemployment. That's what Ryan Clement used to give to Winsome Duncan, whom he groomed. So when I was unable to turn up for her birthday party, for them to carry out the plan of harming me and say I committed suicide, she sent the police to section me. So that's how my first contact with the police came. I'm ending this here because I just need this thing to work. So people, this is the way I'm living. This is what I'm down to. And as I'm saying to my husband, I need to sort this place out. I can't live like this anymore. I'm not eating, I'm not sleeping. My life has been turned upside down.